If you like sausage in your mouth, come to our sausage soiree. We'll put our sausage right in your mouth. Then you will say, hey, hey, hey.
Hey!
Cha-cha-cha.
Patrick,
Welcome to Sausage Soirée.
welcome to Sausage Soirée.
Welcome to Sausage Soirée, Jacklyn.
Tell us about
Tonight's sausage.
our sausages.
Tonight is a twofer. We're doing two types of vegan sausage.
Ooh, so it's almost like a vegging out episode too.
It is almost like a Vegging Out episode.
Okay.
Chris is thrilled
You can see it on his face.
on his little face head.
So what are our two types of sausage?
We have two types of sausage. Our
Pretend
first
sausage.
one is Mexican Chipotle,
So that would be the reddish
Yeah,
one.
that's
just
Yeah.
the reddish
Yep,
one,
yep,
and the other is smoked apple sage.
Okay. All right. Let's try the chipotle.
And what is the
first.
vegetable that's underneath it?
The vegetable that is underneath it is chicken carbonara.
Leftover from my birthday lunch.
Oh.
By the way, today is Jackie's birthday.
Happy
That is an
birthday.
accurate
Happy
statement.
birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Jackie. Sausagey birthdays to you.
Oh my gosh, you're throwing chipotle at me. All right.
Chipotle!
So we're starting with the chipotle.
Yes.
Okay.
We'll
Yeah.
start with the original field roast grain meat company Chipotle Mexican sausage.
I can tell it's made from grain, but I like it.
It is spicy.
Spicy, yes.
Very spicy. It has no casing, so you can't say anything about the casing today. How do you feel about your Chipotle?
I
Sausage.
absolutely love the spice
Mm-hmm.
and the heat.
Okay.
I will not put another piece of that in my mouth. I do not enjoy
The grainy texture.
the grainy texture at all.
Interesting.
It would be interesting
It
to
is
see.
super hot and spicy.
Yeah.
The flavor.
It would be interesting to take this particular sausage because you like the flavor,
Mhm.
and instead of eat it in a sausage form, really crumble it up and put it on a pizza,
Okay.
so that you're only getting small crumbles of it. We should
Mhm.
try. We should try that anyway. All right,
Okay.
I'm gonna try the apple sage,
Oh, we're going to okay.
smoked apple sage. Well, you're not gonna eat another bite of that one, so we can move to the next one.
That's true, we can.
Okay.
So this is a smoked apple sage sausage with Yukon Gold potatoes, apples, and rubbed sage.
I like it. Again, though, I can tell it is not meat. I can tell it is grain. That doesn't bother me the way it bothers some.
I can't say that I really taste the sage. I can taste the apple.
I can taste the apple, and I can. It's smoky.
And even though I did not really cook these that long,
Yeah.
they're a little dry,
Mm-hmm.
which might just be a byproduct of grain-based sausages, but I followed the instructions as one is supposed to do.
I think what
On how to
might
make it.
right. I think what might be helpful with these vegan sausages is, like I said, with the Chipotle one, maybe try to make a kind of Mexican style pizza out of it.
Okay.
And with the apple sage, maybe really integrate it into a pasta dish to where there's a lot of sauce. And again, cut it up probably in smaller chunks.
Okay.
Because I think that's the secret when you have something that the texture can be off-putting, like tofu, because we were just talking about that today. A lot of people don't mind tofu because it really doesn't have any flavor, but they don't like it because it feels gummy to them.
Mm.
So if you take it into much smaller pieces, I feel like that might counteract any issues. But you're right. I like the smoked apple one, but it is dry. It is very dry.
How about you? Smoked apple?
Again, I like the taste. I don't like the texture. It's not pleasant.
I wonder if that's because it doesn't have a casing. Okay. Wow.
Here's my thing.
Okay.
And I think we've had this conversation before. If I want to eliminate something from my diet, like meat,
Okay.
I would almost rather not have pretend meat-like products. I feel the same way about like sugar. Like, I mean, I do drink sweetener in my coffee, but like for the most part, if I want a soda, and you know this, if I want a soda, I will get like a real orange soda or a real Coke usually, because I don't drink it very often, and I just want the real thing. If that makes sense. So I want to substitute vegan sausage for other things all the time. I think Chris is with me on that.
Seems legit.
Maybe not for the same reason, but that Chris will back me up on that.
Yeah. I think you're right that this might be an interesting thing to use as a ingredient in a recipe over a featured element.
We talked about omelets the other day, so the smoked apple sage could become a breakfast sausage fairly easily.
Well, and I think you could even do this spicy Mexican one with some eggs, and it would probably be tasty too.
True, and cheese.
Right.
But I think, again, we could try it with the really small chunks.
Yeah, dice it up fairly small. Or even crumble it, because it will crumble fairly easy, which is an interesting part of the challenge with cooking this sausage, is that you have to almost roll it fairly consistently, or it can burn and stick to the pan that you're using, even if you're using
Well, the other thing that's interesting to me, and we've had these conversations before as well, it's kind of like the Beyond Meat, or what's the one that has been popular lately? The one that Impossible Burgers. If I'm going to eat a product that has the same amount of fat and calories as the quote-unquote real one, I'm just going to eat the real one. Because this one sausage is a serving.
Okay.
And the smoked apple sage is 220 calories. The Mexican Chipotle is 230 calories.
And that is actually higher than some of the other sausages.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, the fat's not bad. 8 grams of fat. But again, we are not usually one sausage people.
True story.
True story.
We're not.
We're not.
Well, I'm sorry this was not
I would eat it again.
the birthday sausage.
But I would, it's fine. I would eat it again, but I would experiment with how we present it.
Okay.
Sounds fair.
If that makes sense.
Sounds good.
So, at any rate, sausage to you.
Sausage.
Whatever kind of sausage you choose.
There's some left. I can actually hold them up.
Wow.
Bye, guys. We'll see you tomorrow.